Welcome to Abington Cam's coverage of the boys varsity soccer as the 6-4-2 Abington Green Wave hosts the 5-6-3 Cohasset Skippers. I'm Mike Lavery, and I'll be bringing you the call of today's game. It is a decent 59 degrees. The wind is blowing about 8 miles per hour, and it wouldn't be Abington soccer if we didn't have quite a bit of rain today, but it's looking a lot nicer. Abington is coming off the 2 straight wins, a 4-1 win over Randolph and a 5-1 win their last game over Carver. And Cohasset had a 1-1 tie versus Mashpee, and then their last game was a 1-0 tie against Hull. Starting for Abington, in net is Jimmy Campbell, David Byrne, Matuoso, Nathan Calcano, Diaz, Almeida, Calcano, St. Paul, Sullivan, Grafton, and Krasen. And the coaches are Brian Claus, Joe McDonald, Will Casely, Jose Andre, and John Stark. And wearing the home greens going right to left on your screen is the Abington Green Wave. And in the away whites, going left to right on your screen, is the Cohasset Skippers. As you can see, the Green Wave all are donning the pink socks, and the Skippers are all rocking the bleach blonde. Brings me back to my high school days of boy bands, but it's good unity there. And the kickoff is booted way out of bounds. Right off the start, it's going to be an Abington throw. The wind is picking up a little. You can see the ball get caught up in the air there. Kept between the 40s pretty much, back and forth. Goes out of bounds for an Abington throw. Nathan Calcano with the throw. Nope, he hands it off. That's who they're looking for on this throw. But it goes overhead past St. Paul, rolls all the way to out of bounds. It was touched by Cohasset, so it's going to be another Abington throw. There's looking for St. Paul again, headed out of bounds. Another Abington throw. Oh, they are giving it to Cohasset. It must have... Cohasset definitely headed it, but they must have headed off the top of St. Paul's head. Which doesn't happen too often. He's usually the tallest person on the field, so their defense definitely has some ups. Here's Abington with another throw. Krasen taking it. Headed by St. Paul to the net. The keeper comes out. Makes a save between his knees. That's Jesse Rafferty, the keeper for Cohasset. A good save, because if he missed it, Abington had someone right there for the rebound. He plays it wide with a throw. Vandertagen with the ball. Sends it upfield. Headed to his teammate. Taken away by Abington there. Good step up by St. Paul to come to it. They have it centered. Grafton sends it wide for Nathan Calcano, but a little too far, out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. No, nope. Ref is saying it's going to be a throw for Cohasset. He said it must have went out right before the flag. No, it's way down. I wonder why they thought that was a goal kick. Headed back in by Diaz to St. Paul. Got some white shirts around him. He gets it to Diaz. Dribbles through the crowd, but broken up by Cohasset. Almeida chips it back in. No one there for except the keeper. Going to roll out for a goal kick. Cohasset is a pretty young team. Looks like they have just 3 seniors. I heard they had 16 people graduate off the soccer teams last year. They did face earlier this year in Cohasset, and Abington won 3-0. Nice idea by Abington, but just gets out of bounds. Calcano lost it on the turn. Headed out of bounds by Abington. Cohasset's moving on down the line. Long throw in over everyone's head to the keeper. Saved by Jimmy Campbell. Sent out wide to Matuoso. He's got what he sees. Sends it down to St. Paul, who tips it. Makes the turn. Broken up by the defense, but they keep it in the zone. About at the 25. Nice boot there, but it's going to be over the net. Brody Grafton. That was the first real shot of the game. The wind holds that one up at about the 45. Gives Abington plenty of time to get under it. Grafton battling. Tried to look to put something in front of the net. Tipped out by the defense. Abington throw. They want to keep this pressure here. Krasny coming all the way up to make the throw. Sent high in the top of the 18. Cohasset with the counter. Nice long ball. Abington wants the offsides, but doesn't get the call. It looked like it was kind of clean to me. Sent cross. Rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a throw for Abington, so Cohasset is bringing the pressure here. They want to try to keep it in the zone. St. Paul does a good job boxing it up, but there's too many white shirts there. Good crisp passing by Cohasset. But right there he was expecting a run, and his player didn't make the run, so miscommunication. Gets out of bounds for a goal kick. Almeida sends it downfield. St. Paul gets a head on it. Rolls all the way to the keeper. He sends it out right at our camera crew. Abington throw here. Everyone's safe on the sidelines. Don't worry. Got a little chippy there. It's going to be a kick. Both St. Paul and Grafton kind of gave him a little nudge there. Ref telling him to move it back. Sends it to the corner. All Abington there. Oop. Called a illegal slide there. He seemed to have momentum and a good run. I'm surprised they didn't let him play on. Looking to put something on the net here, but plays it short. Almeida sends it in. No one gets a body in front of the net. So clean to the keeper. Rafferty is definitely earning his money so far. Takeaway by Matuoso. Centers it. Grafton takes a step, goes to the left foot, sends it back to Diaz. Diaz sends it wide. Takeaway by Cohasset. But Abington boxes him out. That was a good job by Nathan Calcano, the captain. Quick throw. Cohasset wants to make a run here, but taken away by Abington. Kicked out of bounds for Cohasset throw in. Out of bounds. It's going to stay Cohasset. Just the other day, Abington jumped ahead of Rockland in the standings. They jumped up to 4th. Cohasset's only 1 win behind. They have 2 extra losses, though. But this is an important game for the team. Matuoso with the left foot. He's looking for something. To Diaz. Diaz plays it back to Almeida. Sends it back to Diaz. Let's get people on him quick. This Cohasset squad is showing off some speed. Right there to the corner. Giglio sends it cross field. Collision. It's like Matthew Sullivan is down. Before the game, we talked to the captains, and they were talking about the importance of this game. Oh, Sullivan's getting up, walking off on his own power. Maybe he might be staying in the field. No, they're subbing him out. Looks like it might be Graham that's subbing in. Yep, it is Graham. They're excited to capitalize, keep the momentum after their winning streak. Ref's going to drop it instead of a goal kick. Long ball. Chipped out. It's going to be a throw. And nice save by the last man on defense. And Calcano forced the pressure there. Forced them to just get it out of bounds. Let the defense catch up. Quick throw into Diaz. Headed. Send him wide. Defender knocks it out of bounds off of Matuoso. Furco has to throw in. Sends it between a bunch of green shirts, and Diaz over his head bicycles it. St. Paul centers it to Grafton. Grafton's going to send it wide to Byrne. Trying to do some quick passing there. They just lost it, but they're keeping possession. Cohasset comes away with that throw. Sends it long, but broken up by Abington.
Let's go.
They get the whole bottom side wide open. Oh, they told St. Paul to let it through, but I don't know if you heard them. Whoop. Tried to clear it out there, but got a bad touch on it. Rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Abington ball. Sends it back to Almeida. Sullivan. Whoop. I'm sorry, that was Graham. Lost his footing there. Nice save by Cohasset. All things considered with the weather today, the field is pretty dry. In good condition today. Whoop, tough slide there by Graham. It's going to be a Cohasset throw. We hasn't had any remnants of the water, really. Big boot here, wide of everything. Somebody's car is going to get... Oh, nice save there by the fan in the parking lot. Just saved someone's premium from going up. Diaz sends it long, but taken away. Thornton with the ball for Cohasset. They play it back. Sends it long again. Cohasset does seem to be utilizing the long ball more than good header, more than Abington. Abington's doing more possession, and it's working well for them. And when Cohasset's doing the long ball, it's connecting more than it's not. Kicked out of bounds, Abington ball. Kick to about the 30. Diaz gets it. Sends it to Grafton. Sends it back. Back to Grafton. Calcano looking for something. Right foot sends it to the net, but taken away by Cohasset. Abington is making really good passes, but Cohasset's speed is breaking some of them up. It's definitely to their advantage so far. I say that as St. Paul runs someone down from behind. Cohasset plays it back to about the 40, but they lose it out of bounds. Thrown here for Abington. Abington has been having trouble once they're in the offensive zone, getting a clean shot at the net. But another throw in. Thrown by Diaz. Sent all the way out, but saved by Graham. Headed in. No one was able to get there before the keeper. Just passing the 25-minute mark in the half. Big boot. To about the 50. Graham is saving everything back there. Headed by Cohasset, saved. Oh, nope. Out of bounds. Nice effort, but didn't quite get there in time. Seeing some substitutions. Matuoso headed out. Grafton coming in. Matthew Grafton coming in. Matt Sullivan just headed out. Nathan Calcano comes back in. Cohasset has it about their own 30, but they play it back to about the 20. Playing it wide to the close sideline. Another long ball centered. Broken up by Abington. And played back to Byrne. Nope, missed it. Turns it over to Cohasset. Nathan Calcano put some pressure on there. Nice save by Cohasset, but all green shirts there. It's a tough pass to contain. Sloppy turnover by Abington, trying to make a fancy pass. Diaz breaks it up. Matthew Grafton taken out by Cohasset. That was on Vandertagen. Today's coverage of boys varsity soccer game between the Cohasset Skippers and the Abington Green Wave is being brought to you by Abington Community Access and Media Inc., Playback of this game and any Greenway sports coverage can be found on the team's education channel, Comcast Channel 8, Verizon Channel 26. For more info, be sure to visit, nice save by the keeper there, be sure to visit abingtoncam.tv for a full schedule of games. Drop kick, switches fields. Cohasset gets it all the way at the 30. But Matt Grafton gets it to Diaz. Back to Grafton. He sends it wide. Long ball for Abington. Kicked out of bounds. Going to be Cohasset ball. Cohasset throw here. Ref's checking on player. I think it was to make sure he's all right, not to reprimand him. They're checking on Liam Roach. Thrown in. There's a lot of commotion in front of the net, but Abington gets a huge clear. Anikel kind of played that really well, but keeper got there first. It was the right idea. Another long boot off the hip of Cohasset. They maintain possession. Play to the far sideline. Abington kicks that out of bounds. Cohasset's definitely get more of the momentum than how the game started. Getting some good long possessions in the Abington zone. But the defense has been very strong. But it's going to be a corner here. First corner of the game. Cooper Aberbach is going to take this kick. Good kick right in front of the net. Looks like Cohasset got a head on it, but the wrong direction. Brody Grafton tries to clear head, a lot of white shirts on him. Intercepted by Cohasset. Turn, long boot. Over the net, goal kick. Had a lot of force behind that, but a little too much power. Play quickly to Almeida. Centers it to Diaz. He's got someone on his back. He sends it back. Long kick. Deflecting off of everybody, so it looks like it's going to be an Abington throw, but that could have gone either way. St. Paul carries. He sends it wide to Almeida. He sends it even further wide, but a little too far. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Another foot to the left. It could have been a throw, and they could have tried to pressure them, but no luck. Goalie's looking for something. Good break up by Abington. Because Cohasset bodies him to let the ball get out of bounds for a throw. Looks like it's going to be some substitutions for Cohasset. And one for Abington. Grafton subbing out. And Sullivan subbing in for Abington. That's Brody Grafton. Abington throw. Heads it up. Cohasset plays it back. Good pressure by Abington causes the turnover. Big chip by Almeida. Bouncing about the 18, but the keeper comes in and makes the jumping save. A really high bounce on that one. Sends it to the close sideline. Gets past Almeida. Diaz chips it up. A lot of ping pong here. Playing it back. Abington again with the pressure force another turnover, but not enough to hold on to it. The lefty sends it to the top of the 18, but too far away. Cohasset sends it wide. Really good ball. DeMello loses it, but it's going to stay Cohasset ball. Think for a corner. Yep, for a corner. Maybe. They seem to be confused about who's going to take the kick. All right, there you go. Singing Eberbach again. Long kick. It's going to go all the way through. Cohasset will try to save it, but no chance they're going to catch up to that one. Saved at the sideline. Chipped it off a Cohasset player for an Abington throw. Throws it back quick. They wanted to send it to the net. It's a good idea, but broken up. To the left between a bunch of white shirts, but he clears it out. Now they're going to send it back. Oh, nope. Does the spin. Goes to the middle. Sullivan with the kick. Saved by the keeper. Does a good job by Sullivan getting it through all the defenders there. That was a nice save by the keeper. Saw it all the way through Rafferty. Kicked out of bounds. Cohasset throw. Just past the 15-minute mark in the half. So far, not a lot of stoppage at all. There was the one injury. We're seeing some substitutions right now. Headed out is Matthew Grafton. Headed in is Raul Matuoso. We saw the injury that took us some time, but besides that, only a couple corners, no goals. A really hard-fought battle. There's only been one free kick that I can recall. Abington dancing around to all the defenders. Puts in front of the net, but broken up by Cohasset. Does Lucas de Oliveira. Graham sends it to Almeida. Sends it to Calcano. I'm sorry, that's Matuoso. Back to Almeida. Sends it down the side, but a little too far. Headed up, Cohasset's got it. Tries to play it back, broken up by Almeida, but they win it back again. Matuoso sends it back. Graham's looking to make a play start here to St. Paul. Gets all the way through. Matuoso blocks him. Ref's telling him to keep it cool. Sam DeMello was a little rough there. The ref was just telling him he's not going to call it, but, you know, keep it up and there'll be a booking. Taken away by Abington. And they're going to give them a kick. Oh. He was pointing this direction, but It's going to be a call on Raul Matuoso for a free kick. He was getting a little chippy after he was just hit hard before and it wasn't called. It's always the revenge that gets called, so you got to be smart about that. There's a good ball sent in, but Abington gets there first. And there's a header. Good turn there by Nathan Calcano. Sent to the corner. Oh, in front of the net. Brody Grafton got a piece of it, but the goalie broke it up, and then the goalie lost it. Great job of pressure here by Abington. Oof. Now they're calling that on Abington. It's a clear knee to the gut of Abington, but maybe there was something before that they called, but it looks pretty clean on our end. But who knows? Yeah, they're putting it back about 10 yards further back, so there must have been a collision there before the big collision. Cohasset plays it down the line. Tight rope walk in there. Some substitutions for Cohasset. I think it's going to be a Cohasset throw-in. They're sending 4 out and 4 in. All right, here's the throw-in. Abington comes away with it, looking to make a run. They kind of lost the momentum on that. The pass was on the wrong side of the foot. Slowed it down, but they're keeping it on the side of the 50. Working behind the scenes of this telecast is our producer, Matt Lyons, Dave Bowen, and Zach Westhaver, who are working to bring you the sights and sounds of today's boys varsity soccer game. Nice long ball by Cohasset. Oof. Abington missed. They tried to do a bicycle kick. It's tough because when that happens, you leave your defense in position with a person literally down at the moment. But Abington recovered. However, Cohasset's keeping the pressure, sending that one in. Big boot by Almeida. Sends it back to about the 50. It's going to get out of bounds for a Cohasset throw, but that was a really nice clear. Quick throw. Broken up by Abington. Oh, St. Paul's looking for something. There he goes. He's got it now. He had a step, but the pass wasn't there in time. Calcano here. St. Paul. Cross zip but broken up. Graham in a foot race. They're coming on hard, but he's got a 10-yard advantage right now. And the striker went so far that he made a turn and he was past him. Looks like we have Matt Sullivan down midfield. Crossed all the way through. Saved by Grafton. Sullivan's up and walking. And he's back down. They're going to sub him out now that there's an opportunity. All right, that was a long substitution. I think everyone wasn't completely ready because they didn't expect the injury, so it took a second to get going. And out of bounds there for an Abington throw. Quick throw. Back to Byrne. To Diaz. To Byrne. They lost it there. They weren't really communicating that someone's coming on hard. Got to let them know. That ball by Cohasset was a little behind. Gave the defender a chance to catch up. Out of bounds. It's going to be Abington ball. Matuoso chipped it off of a Cohasset player. Headed in.
Nice.
Sent to St. Paul. Centered. Oof. St. Paul took a big jump there. Out of bounds. Oh, just getting saved. Now it's out of bounds. It's going to stay Abington. Call it on St. Paul there. I don't know if they called it a flop or more like him jumping into the other person's body caused a foul. Looked pretty innocent, but the ref was right there, so they definitely had a better view of it. Cohasset has it at the 50. They're going to send it wide. Big ball curving away from the sideline. Abington gets it. Tough hop. Tackle it there. Out of bounds. It's going to be Cohasset throw-in. 6 minutes left. Quick substitution. Sent by Sullivan. Calcano. Looking for some runners. No one's there. His brother had to play it back a little bit. Out of bounds here. It's going to be Cohasset ball. Do you have any spare time? Want to work behind the scenes of a production or even start a podcast? Abington Cam offers training for video production and podcasting. For more information, please visit abingtoncam.tv and get involved today. Chipped Cohasset's got it. In a foot race. Almeida takes it away. Let's call a tackle there. Here's Graham taking the kick. Most of the bookings have happened right on this close sideline here. Graham sends it. Long one. It's going to make it to the 20. Headed into the box. Saved by the keeper. High kick by the goalie. Good job by Byrne getting over on that one. Everyone's kind of standing around right now. Counting down the minutes as we approach the 4-minute mark. Throw in by Cohasset. I'm not sure if it even went inbounds. It hit someone on the sideline. So it's going to be an Abington throw here. Headed back. St. Paul trying to box out the defender. The defender's pushing on hard. Chipped up. Tough hop on Cohasset. Calcano comes away with it. See St. Paul. Cohasset's looking to finish the half with a goal. They send it long. Graham is there. Kicked it out of bounds for a throw for Cohasset. Throwed it to the baseline, headed by Abington. They're going to call it a free kick. I think the Cohasset player kind of pushed off when Graham went up for a header. All right, Graham's looking to start something here. He's been looking for these long balls to connect. Abington comes away with it, someone coming on hard, but St. Paul's got everything in front of him, but he was going a little too quick. The ball got a little too far from him, taken away by the defense with the counter strike here by Cohasset. Sends it all the way down. Graham's going to let it get to the keeper. There's Campbell with the save. Campbell hasn't made a lot of saves today, but he's done everything that's been asked of him. Tough hop there. Off Calcano's hip, out of bounds. Cohasset throw it in. Headed to Cohasset. Centered. We're at stoppage time here. 2 minutes. Sent him by Cohasset. The defense has to be strong here, not to give us within the last couple minutes of the half. Big bounce. Cohasset throw. Good hit by St. Paul. Headed back by Cohasset. Another header. St. Paul's got a bounce in front of him. Taken away by Cohasset. It's a nice thought by Aiden Calcano, but Cohasset got a foot in there. Sent back in. Surrounded by green shirts. Sends it to the sideline. Long centering ball, but a little too far. Oop, Abington goes down. They're going to give Abington a kick. That one's questionable, but Abington will take it, obviously. Someone definitely got him from behind, but I think his momentum was going that direction also, so it looked worse than it was. But, hey, free kick. Last chance of the half, I assume. Graham's going to send it in to about the 18. Kicked up by Cohasset. At the half, it's the Abington Green Wave 0 and the Cohasset Clippers 0. We'll be back in a bit with more second half action in just a few minutes, so keep it right here, the home of the Green Wave Sports, Abington Community Access and Media, Inc. And we're back for the second half of action of Abington Cam. Coverage of boys varsity soccer. It is 0-0. I was just talking to some citizens about this new great public park program we're working at around town. Chipped in over the keeper's head. It's going to be a goal kick that we were very excited about. We have a good turnout today with the crowd. So this have the green Abington obviously are going left to right on your screen, and the white Cohasset is going right to left on your screen. It's tough to see, like, to come into adjustments when it's 0-0, because what you're doing worked just as much as what the other team was doing. So it'll be interesting to see if the coaches do make adjustments and what they do. Abington is confident, coming to this game. Like I mentioned, we talked to the captains. They had a good feeling about this game. They worked really hard to match up with this opponent. Right now they have possession, but I would say last half, obviously the score was even, but Abington started with the momentum, but it definitely evened out by the end of the half where Cohasset was getting a lot of good looks. Throw here by Abington, all the way down to the 18. Now it's going to be Cohasset throw. Headed in. And it's nighttime, so there's no sun to worry about when the goalies flip sides. Some people from Cohasset mentioned that there's people at home watching on the live stream, so thank you for watching. And obviously the people from Abington, thank you for watching as well. We always love the support. Abington with the throw here. Cleared out by Cohasset. Byrne looking to send it back in. Took a short hop on him. They control possession. Chipped in. Hope there's a tug of the jersey there. And then Cohasset just picks it up with his bare hands before the whistle. And the ref yelled at him. But he did get the call. But it's probably a faux pas to pick up the ball with the hands. I know I've only been calling the soccer for a couple games now, but I think that's in the rule book. Good defensive stand there. Forcing him to send it back and reset. Sent in. Tipped off. It looked like that deflected off hand incidental, but instead of the handball, they're going to get the corner kick, which is probably better for them. I'd say the height's pretty even. Cohasset does have a couple pretty tall guys. Abington's got Graham in the middle all the time. Sent back to the kicker, sent it back in. Chip headed up. Diaz gets a head on it. Rough inside the box there. A lot of legs. Kicked out by Byrne. Let the defense reset. That was a little risky with all the commotion in front of the net. Good job getting it out of there. Played all the way back. So far, Cohasset's had a handle on this half when it comes to possession, but Diaz just takes it away there. They want to counter here. It's always great to have the most possession, but sometimes the most effective attack is the counter when the offense is still up. But obviously, you wouldn't plan to not have as much possession and plan on counters. But I'm just saying you can take advantage of it. Rolls out of bounds there. Up, saved by Abington. Got 3 green shirts around him. He's got to find someone. And they come out of the scrum. Abington ball. Nice touch. Kicked in. Deflected off the defender. Ooh, tough tackle there. But he stays on his feet. They had a really rough stance on De Oliveira there. They're hitting him from every angle. He stayed on his feet. I think if he wasn't on his feet, there would have been a whistle, but better to stay on your feet, especially at this level. Didn't be a Cohasset throw. Diaz gets a slight piece, but it rolls away. Abington throw here. Byrne uses his body to box out the Cohasset player. Kicked out of bounds. So far, Abington's trying to do a lot of dribbling through the defense. It's not really working this half. They were pretty good at the first half, but Cohasset's not stepping at the wrong times, and they're breaking it up. There's a good header there. Throwing for Abington. They're saying it's going to stay Abington. There's 2 defenders there that he split. It must have bounced off one of them. Throws it to Almeida. I'm sorry, that's Calcano. Once again, dribbles right into the defense and loses it. Yeah, there's a nice ball. De Oliveira. Just waiting for the offense to catch up. The spin. Centers it to Diaz. Sends it to the opposite sideline. Cohasset takes it away. Chips it over, but Abington is there. The ref is giving it to Cohasset. Abington disagrees, but I think the ref was right. I think they just disagreed because it wasn't in their favor. I think it bounced up and hit a player's hand there. Incidental, but when you're on an offensive advantage. You can't do that. They're not going to let that slide. Cohasset carrying, sends it long. He has someone in the middle of the field, but they misplay it. De Oliveira sends it long. Kind of a little too long, but right idea. If they do more of that, there's got to be some that fall in their favor. Big boot. Hung up in the air. Cross field. Calling that Cohasset ball. A lot of substitutions. A lot of white shirts going out. A lot of white shirts coming in. There's another handball. Play on, says the ref. They chip it all the way in to the keeper. Jimmy Campbell making the save. Quick rollout to Byrne, but there are two white shirts coming on hard. He's got to get rid of it. They try to split the defense or the offense, but the offense takes it away. It's the right idea by Cohasset, but he miskicked it. St. Paul down the sideline. Who loses it? It's going to be a Cohasset ball. Chips back in. Another Cohasset throw in. Nice save by Diaz. It was going out of bounds. He kicked it 25 yards down the field. Somehow it curved back in. Cohasset misplayed it there, but they recovered. We saw Brody Grafton wipe out a little bit there. He's wiped out a couple times. I don't know if it's cleats or what. Burns got pressure on him. Chips it over. De Oliveira chips it over his man. He turns and he runs. His man's coming on hard. Plays it outside. Back to him. Turns, centers to Diaz. Diaz puts a kick on it over the net. But it was centered. It's a nice idea. Good attack. Past the 29-minute mark. Regulation. Volley back and forth. Nice save there. De Oliveira with the ball again. He's been very impactful this half already. Came off the bench, gave him a fresh set of legs. Matuosa with the ball. Back to De Oliveira. He lost it. They say play. Looked like they got ball first. Nice step by Cohasset. But two green shirts there now. They slowed him down enough. Diaz breaks it up. Center it. Back down the far sideline. Taken away. Good step by Cohasset. Abington needs to make some passes in those situations. They just turned it over again, trying to dance around the defense. He's still down. Ref blows it dead. May have an injury here. 27 minutes left in regulation. Based on the standings, you don't want to get too risky because you don't want to pick up the loss. I mean, it's too early to make drastic changes, but like you don't want to be too aggressive and give up a good look by the opposition. It's an exciting crowd behind us. Ref's going to get the ball. I think he's just going to drop it here and then let them play. All right, played out wide. A lot of white shirts there. Crosses it. Good takeaway by De Oliveira. Keeps it in bounds. Goes down the sideline. Cuts in the middle. Nathan Calcano with it. Jukes his defender. De Oliveira now goes to the outside. He wants to cross it here. Sent across the net. Over everyone's head, unfortunately. All the way through. Abington saves it. The ref says that it went out. Seemed like a good play, but the ref all the way over here called it. Today's coverage of boys varsity soccer game between the Cohasset Skippers and the Abington Green Waves being brought to you by the Abington Community Access Media Inc. Playback of this game and any Green Wave sports coverage will be found on the town's education channel, Comcast Channel 8, Verizon Channel 26. For more info, please visit abingtoncam.tv for a full schedule of games. Cohasset plays it back. Down the sideline, kept in by Cohasset. Abington's really hustling right now. Played back by Abington. He sees De Oliveira, he sends it. Cohasset steps in. Diaz takes away. Diaz takes away again. Cohasset's going to have to play it back here. Tries to send it back in. It gets there. Try to send the striker, but there's 3 Abington shirts around. If that pass isn't spot on. Speaking of spot on passes, here's another good one. Aiden Calcano. He's got to play it out to the side. St. Paul here. That attack by Cohasset, if like you don't put it exactly where you want with all those defenders there, it's not going to get through. And then they had this great counter because of it. Send it back to Byrne. Sends it to St. Paul, heads it in. Step there, kicked it in. Saved by the keeper. Aiden Calcano sent that in. Rafferty's looking for someone to kick it to here. Out of bounds. It's going to be an Abington throw at about the 40. Their own 40. They're telling them to rethrow it back further. Looks like he stole about 10 yards there on the first throw. So there they go, send it in. And now it's headed out where the first throw was. So here we go again. Wild around. Bunch of headers is going to be Cohasset ball. Starting to get chilly. Hopefully the players don't freeze up too much. Got to keep the muscles loose and warm. Chipped out there by Cohasset. Abington with the throw in. Heads it Taken away by Cohasset. Turn there. Passed it a little behind his own man, so Abington took it away. Byrne loses it. Rolls out of bounds for Cohasset throw. Took his eye off the ball. Hope a sloppy play like that doesn't cost you. He's played such a good game. Cohasset with the takeaway, chipped across the field to the far corner. Rolls out for an Abington throw. Graham sends it out to St. Paul. Everyone's really bunched up in that section, having trouble getting the ball out of there by both teams. And there's Diaz, he pops out of the crowd, sends it back, chipped up to De La Vera. It's going to be a Abington throw right here. Missed it. Nathan Calcano. St. Paul takes it away, though. Sends it down the line. Abington's got it. Taken away. Good tackle there. Now Burns looking for someone. He senses the corner. No one was there. He thought Grafton was going to make a run, but Grafton was a little too far away. Whistle there. Looks like we have a player down for Cohasset. Sam DeMello. Maeda helps him up. Limping off. Here's the throw by Cohasset. Out of bounds for a Abington throw. Ball boy's got sandals. Brave move in this cold weather. Grafton plays it back. Took a tough hop on him, so he had to adjust. Burns sends it deep. Lofts held up in the air by the wind. Nice move by Cohasset, but a little too fancy. Trying to do some fancy footwork, but Diaz is popping up everywhere with all the takeaways. Cohasset missed that one, and another guy came running in and got it. That was a really good play. Defense was able to break it up for a corner. Or are they calling a goal kick? I guess it's a goal kick. Substitutions for Cohasset. Seems like Abington's had a really short rotation today. When you're in the sideline, though, it's tough to get warm, ready to go in a game like this. Graham heads it out of the box. Big cross. There's a tip, and it is a goal by Cohasset from about 30 yards out. Connor Thornton with the goal there. It's tough. Campbell got hand on it, just not enough. It had some force behind it. And like these cold games, that ball is like a rock. And if you don't catch it cleanly, it's going to take a tough rebound. So instead of knocking it down, you got to try to catch it, and obviously it went off his fingertips. So now Abington's got to get aggressive, keep the pressure down here. St. Paul just heads it out for a Cohasset throw. Give him a generous place to throw it from. Send it to the middle of the field. De Oliveira to the close sideline. Steps in. Centers it. Oof. They're going to give him a free kick there. Nathan Calcano got kneed right in the stomach. Went down. So they're doing a free kick here. Looks like it is going to be Calcano that's taking it too. Almeida steps up. And Romo, so they're all right there. Looks like Matuosa is going to take it, the lefty. Puts it right past the wall. Diving save by Rafferty. It's a nice shot. Curved it right around the wall. That ball bounces all the way over everyone, all the way down to the 20. Saved by Cohasset, taken away by Abington, but it's a battle back and forth. Center it. Take away Calcano. Sends it to the center of the field. Dangerous pass, but it is just Abington there. You just hate to cross it in front of the net. St. Paul sends it down the sideline. Chip to the net. Clean catch by the keeper. These are the type of attacks Abington should have been getting the whole game, but I guess against my own advice, I told them to second half to play it safer. But now that they're down a goal, obviously you can't do that. So now they're making the keeper work. And Cohasset's countering really well, so I guess both teams are working. That chips out for Abington throw. St. Paul sends it wide to the far sideline. They're looking for something to set up. They're going to give that throw to Abington. It seemed like it went off the Abington player, but they'll take it. A lot of white shirts colliding right there, but they come out with it. Graham gets his foot 10 feet in the air to knock that one down. Good job by Abington coming through all the traffic. Looked like Rio Keen out there. Centered at about the 45. Sends it back to about the 50. All the way down to De Oliveira. Play back to Byrne. Cohasset's pressuring hard. Trying to force some takeaways, some errant passes. Abington's just creeping up. Here they come. De Oliveira again. That's where they seem to be having the most success, getting De Oliveira to get some different angles for the Abington players. St. Paul sends it wide. Calcano takes a step, sends it in front of the net. Just wide. It's going to be a goal kick. These last 5 minutes is what they have to keep up on offense the rest of the game. Just past the 14-minute mark. Work behind the scenes of the telecast is our producer, Matt Lyons, Dave Bowen, Zach Westhaver. They are all working to bring you the sights and sounds of today's boys of varsity soccer. They're always doing a great work in those live sports feeds. It's going to be a Cohasset throw. That last goal, you could feel the momentum shifting in Cohasset's favor. It does seem like Abington's starting to win some of it back. Tackle there. It's going to be a free kick. That one's moving up, trying to set up the attack, put some shots on net. Like I was mentioning earlier, the ball is rock hard. So if you put it on net, force the keeper to make a save. It's not a clean save. Be there for the rebounds, the deflections. Get commotion in front of the net. Screen them. Big throw all the way to the middle of the box. Burns got it. Big boot over the net. Goal kick. Goal kick to about the 50. Diaz takes it away. Cohasset takes away, sends it all the way down. It's one defender, one offensive player, and it's going to stay for Cohasset throw in. They're definitely getting Abington's getting the defense creeping up some. Trying to get some more players on the attack. Cohasset loses it out of bounds there. Seems to be a lot going on the far side of the field, but whenever it comes to the close side of the field, where De Oliveira is where a lot of good things are happening. I don't know if it's a matchup or what. It was a good substitution by coach. But they definitely saw something there that has been working more than the far side. Here he is again with the ball. He makes the turn to Grafton. Cohasset takes the step, gets it. Chipped all the way in by Byrne. Graham sends it back in. They counter. Good tackle by Graham out of bounds for Cohasset throw. The coaches aren't sure what's going on. Oh, they're calling it a Abington ball. Really good job by Graham then of getting it off the opponent on that slide. He's a really good at coming in with those safe slide tackles, but that was a great job to keep it as your possession. Ten-minute mark in regulation. Sent in. Graham's got it. Sends it down the field. St. Paul. He's going to... I'm not sure what the call is here. Maybe offsides. Players seem confused. Must have been offsides. Looked like there was a couple defenders back there, but I'm not at the best angle to see who was further up. Diaz heads it. Matuosa sends it to the sideline. They send it down. They want to switch fields here. They're playing it back to Diaz. Sends it to Grafton. Sees De Oliveira. Little far. Out of bounds for a goal kick. Just spare time? Want to work behind the scenes of a production or even start your own podcast? Abington Cam offers training for video production and podcasting. For more information, please visit abingtoncam.tv and get involved today. There's lots of opportunities, lots of fun things to do. Burn clears it out. Let's get our own Zach Westhaven about senioritis all the way through. Chipped over the net. It's going to be a goal kick. Senioritis, which is a show on Abington Cam. Opportunities to do shows like that. Like I was talking about with that new garden program across town, there's opportunity to do like a gardening show, or we already have a cooking show, but we guys always do farm to table show. Headed out of bounds. It's going to be Abington ball. 7:30 left in the game. A lot of hang time on that one. Over Graham's head. It's going to get all the way to the keeper. Campbell boots it back out. Handball there. It's going to be Abington ball. Here's Graham taking the kick at about the 44. Sends it all the way to the corner. Someone definitely got a piece of it. It was an Abington player, so it's going to be Cohasset ball. Abington's got to keep the pressure on Cohasset here. Don't let them get the ball out of the zone. Force a turnover in their half. It's headed out of bounds for another Cohasset throw. Slowly chipping the clock away. Cohasset's just working the sideline, getting throw-ins. Graham kicks it back. Gonna get to about midfield. Takeaway by Abington. Centered. Sent back to Byrne. Byrne sends it back outside. Back to Byrne, but he loses it. Tough spot for a turnover. Good break up there by Byrne, redeeming himself. A lot of back and forth, but Abington's got possession right now. Cohasset gets it. Beautiful center, but no one was there. Another handball by Cohasset. But they'll let that one play on. Centered. Takeaway by Abington. Matuoso carries. Goes down there. Gets the call. Timeout. All right, 5 minutes left. Stoppage time. This is where, at this point, Abington, you have to get really aggressive. Down one. You only need one good bounce to go in your favor. If you're Cohasset, I would say play it safe, play it back, but you could also, if you can keep the ball out of your zone, obviously it'll keep the other team from scoring. Let's see what the next soccer game is coming up. So on Wednesday there's a girls' game. It's 4:30. Coming off a big win. It's senior night. So I mean the player of the game has got to be Connor Thornton from Cohasset. Didn't say his name a lot, but I'm pretty sure he was the one that got that goal. So that was the difference in the game. The goalies haven't been tested a ton. Abington's coming out. It's going to be an Abington ball. Let's see if they drew something up here specifically. But if I was them, I would tell Graham to get the ball in the air on net and Abington just to get some bodies in the way and hope he can get in the way, get a deflection. Cohasset's talking to the refs. So Abington has everyone sit on the left side on the wall. Seems like it's an indirect from the 50, about 5 yards to the right of center. Diaz is back there with him. And Almeida on the far corner. So sent in. So you get the idea of that, but you want motion going towards the net. And here's good break up there by Graham. So it might be a booking here. Or they're just calling it a Cohasset kick. Maybe it was a hard tackle. But on that free kick, like sending it to the corner, it's a great idea. But then you have to click the ball, get it back in front of the net. I think it's a little too pretty at this point. And I just feel like you want to test the goalie. Abington clears it. Keeps possession. Plays it back. Centers it. De Oliveira takes it away. Tries to go between two white shirts and loses it. Great ball, sent all the way down, kept it in bounds. Time's running out quick. It's been stoppage for a little while. So Abington sends it up. If they don't get a goal here, it's going to be a real tough loss. You know, they beat the team earlier in the season. They seem to have a lot of advantages. We're playing really well. 3 soccer balls on the field. All right, there's a quick throw in. I understand that they're in a rush, so they want to get the ball in, but then he's right between 3 white shirts. Hard tackle here. Diaz is getting the yellow card. Sending himself off the field. I don't know if that's a second. I don't think it's a second yellow in 2 games or what. And Diaz is great on defense, but maybe at this point they want to get in someone with a more offensive mindset. Not that he's bad on offense, but try something different. But maybe it's just they're packing it in. It does seem like this might be the last possession. Maybe this on 1 counter. Sent to net. taken by Abington, but Cohasset wins it back. Chips to the corner. Takeaway. Cohasset gets it back. Knocked out by Abington. Cohasset with the throw here. Put in front of the net. Kicked. Diving save by Campbell. Ooh, cleared out right off a Cohasset player's face. That was definitely the best save of the game so far. There goes St. Paul's got it. Went right off a Cohasset player's hand. He's looking for something. Trying to get to the middle of the field. Boots it. Off defender. Abington gets it again. Brody puts it on net. Diving save, and there's a goal. Ties it up. Brody Grafton in stoppage time. What a goal. And the crowd is thrilled. So it seems like there's still some time on the clock. Abington throws it up. They've got so much momentum and energy now. Let's see if they can capitalize. Lose it out of bounds. Cohasset trying to get the quick run. There's only one defender back there. It's Graham. Kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be another Cohasset throw. Cleared out of the zone. Calcano called with the tough tackle there. I don't know what that call. He had possession and the player stepped in front of him. That was a really heartbreaking call. Had momentum, had the ball. Cohasset setting a lot of people up. And that's the game. The final score is Abington Green Wave 1 and the Cohasset Skippers 1. Our crew for today's broadcast has been Matt Lyons. I'm Mike Lavery. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next game.